Hi guys, welcome to Java session. Today we will discuss about the concept called encapsulation and coding implementation of the encapsulation. First, we will discuss about the standard definition of the encapsulation. What is encapsulation? What's the best use of encapsulation? The standard definition is the process of binding data and coding part is called encapsulation. The process of binding data and coding part, we call it as an encapsulation. It is also known as data hiding. Data hiding or information hiding. It's also called as data hiding or information hiding. Or else if you want to go for different definition of encapsulation, you can say encapsulating data and responding method into a single unit or single module is called as encapsulation. This is a standard definition of the encapsulation. What's the next one? Next use. The best use is it provide security. It provides the security, the best use. Next one is important thing is how to write, or you can say how to achieve or how to write code, how to achieve encapsulation in coding. These are the point you should be remember. First, we have to take two classes. We have to take the two classes. Second point, declare variables. Declare variables in declare the variables of the first class. You can say declare the variable of the first class as private. All the variables should be present in the first class as a private. Why? Because we have to take the two classes. Next one, you have to introduce the public setter getter methods. Public setter and getter method in first class. Why? Because we are taking the two classes here. So these are the points you should be remember to how to achieve the concept of the encapsulation through code I'm talking about. Now the next thing is how it provides the security. I have made one slide and show it to you guys about this slide. This is what when you're going for the bank, when you click on the withdraw or get balance, okay, and then the corresponding code it's not visible to the user. How exactly the code written inside the get balance, how the code written inside the withdraw, this is not visible to the user. This is only user interface is visible to the user, right? So what you can say, hiding the data behind this method, correct? Hiding the details behind this method. The code is not visible to the user. So that is the reason hiding the data behind method. This is a central concept of encapsulation. This is what we call it as a data hiding, information hiding. Why? Because only this welcome to SBI bank as well as the get balance witness mother option is visible to you. Okay, the code written inside this get balance, how this process involved, this is not visible to the outside the users. So this is what central concept of encapsulation. Hope you understood about the user interface of the bank. Then the next question is how we can write through coding implementation, how we can achieve this concept through coding implementation. So I will write a code for it. So before getting to this, these are the point you should be remember: standard definition of the encapsulation, what's the best use, and how to write the code. This is more important. How to achieve the encapsulation concept in Java. This is standard definition. We'll get into the code directly, then we'll implement the concept. Now I will take the, if you want, I will take the banking example only. I will take the class. So class SBI, class SBI will take. So now I will take a private, all the variables should be in the private according to the my points. The first, this is first class. You can take it, consider as this is the first class and this is the second class. All the variables present in the first class should be in the private. Private double balance variable I will take. Balance. Balance, I initially assigned some 10,000 rupees to here. And next, I want to introduce getter and setter implementation, guys. In the NetBean tool, you just go click on the insert a code. Then you can take getter and setter here. So click on that balance. Now you click on that generate. See, it automatically comes set balance as well as the get balance. Correct? Now I will pass it in the same way. You can go for the withdraw also. I am taking only one. Now get balance as well as the set balance. Now I will go for here, the next class, public class A. Then I will write a code according to this. Now I have to create an object for the SBI now. So here I will create SBI, S is equal to new SBI. Then I will call, if you access S dot, if I'm trying to access this variable balance, so we'll get the compile time error. Why? Because it's in the private, you are unable to access it. So you will get the compile time error. The balance is in the private. So what should I do now? I should call a setter method. Yes dot set balance is there, right? I will pass 1,000 rupees to that. So it will go for the set balance, the stored in a variable called balance, local variable. Then it is assigned for the instance variable of the class. Okay. So both the variable is same, local as well as instance. So that is the reason I'm using this keyword. Unless if you wish, you can change the variable also. You can use the different variables here. If you wish, I can use only BAL, that's it. Only BAL. So in this case, this is not required here. So after that, I want to print, I'm calling the set balance method. I'm passing it. Then I want to get back after updating my balance. So we'll use S out here. So balance amount. Balance is equal to less yes dot, you should call get balance. So we'll call the get balance here. So get balance. Now if you wish, I can add it to that. I can take this balance. If you want, I can add it. Why? Because I'm passing some amount in a set balance. So I can add it. So we'll call the get balance here. So if I'm trying to run, so it's a 11,000. Or else you can go for the withdraw amount also. You can change a little bit program about to get balance, set balance. Apart from the withdraw deposit, you can add it. But I'm talking about now how this works. Or else you can do one thing also here. So in the set balance, anyhow you are passing it. Okay, this is fine only. This code is fine. This would absolutely work fine. So if you want to write a different program now, I will take one more example. In the same program, if you wish to convert how to give an input through keyboard, then I will write that code also. I will delete this complete implementation. So I want this object should be created. So I will enter now through keyboard, enter the withdraw amount. You can see I will change little bit, withdraw amount. So now I will implement the scanner class. And this is equal to new scanner. Scanner class which will help you guys to give an input through keyboard. So inside I should use system.in. So here we should go for the import java.util.scanner. So it will be visible here. Variable is already there, so that is the reason we should take S1 here. So now I will take a variable double D is equal to, you can say S1. It's a reference created for the scanner class, and I can take next double. These are the predefined method of the scanner class. Next close, next int, next double. So we'll go for the next double concept. So the value received over here, then I can pass it to that. Yes dot set balance. I will pass it now. Set balance followed by D. I will pass. Okay, now it will go to that. So after that, you can use balance amount. Balance is equal to, then you can say should call s dot, then get balance. And if I'm trying to run this code, so this is what it will be enter. We should give an input through keyboard. Now I will enter 2000. So earlier balance is, previous balance is 10,000 plus 2000. My total balance is 12,000 will be displayed on the screen. So in this way, the code works. But the thing you have to remember is you have to take the two classes. There's a first class and this is second class. First class, all the variables should be in the private, yes. And you should introduce the two setter method as well as the getter method. It should be in the public. If you remove the public also, it will work. It's a good practice to use. Setter method, getter method. Getter method returns the value. Setter methods to store the value. Setter means storing the value. Getter means retrieving the value. This method returns double type of value. This method stores the double type of value. So in this way, your encapsulation code works. And if you wish to write one more program, so we'll write it. With respect to the college implementation, if you want to take, I will take. For this scanner class, I won't use. Then we'll use RVC. And here I will take the two variables, private int ID, then name, private string name. Now I want to generate a setter and getter method. Right click, then insert a code, setter getter, check the all the variables, generate it. See, it automatically generates the setter methods as well as the getter methods. So inside I should create a object for the RVCE. Create RVCE, R is equal to new RVCE. Then r dot setter method you should call. Set id is there. Yes, set id I will pass 10. In the same way is r dot set name is there. We'll take the set name. I will pass string type of value. So that will be go for the ID here, set ID and stored in a local variable assigned for instance. And name is also stored in a first local variable assigned for the instance variable. Now, if I want to display overall the things, then if you want to write ID equals to then r dot let's say get ID in the same way I will go for the name. Name is equal to r dot get name. So get ID as well as the get name returns the value. Get ID returns integer type of value. Get name returns string type of value. So that is the reason return type should be string. Get ID return type should be integer. So if I'm trying to run this code, so it will display the value ID is equal to 10, name is equal to 10. In this way, your encapsulation code works. This import is not required. So you also practice well and try the example for others. You can take the example of the book. You can take the example of the ATM. You can take example. You can take the example of hospital. Many example you can take, and you also write down the code. Well, guys, do follow me on Sukshmas for more questions, interviews questions, e-notes, as well as the MCQ. If you are beyond knowing participant, try to alter my code and option, then post it as an MCQ and Sukshmas platform to get very good quality bonus points. And also here, one more thing is that if you want to become a beyond knowing mentors, like if you click on this beyond knowing, then you click on the details tab. So if you want to become a mentor at Sukshmas, so these are all the criteria you have to follow. If you fulfill these criteria, so that you can become a mentor, so that you will get this stipend or scholarship up to 5K. And also we are giving the reward system for the students, the game called Beyond Knowing. So I will show you the results, weekly results as well as the daily result. This is weekly result I'm showing in the pool of engineering CS. So these kinds of rewards, cash rewards we are providing for the students. Kindly practice well. See you in my next session. Thank you.